us into the...
He wanted the countdown. I just turned it on. Sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
Alright.
Anyway, it's parody : rem. That's my favorite. What?
What?
Huh? Hi everyone, welcome to a ReZero reaction.
Oh my! We were saying the most cursed shit. If you were here at the very beginning of this, we were just talking because I just went live, forgot to turn off our mics. I'm so sorry. But we should have talked about the Hilly Trill shit then. But anyways, that's besides the point.
Yeah, we're here today, and we're here with a very momentous episode. I think a lot of the people who know this arc are very excited for us to react to this particular episode. And why is that?
We've been waiting for this specific one for 4 fucking years.
4 years.
Yeah, a lot of people have been. I mean, this is the... You know, one of the things that everybody knew is that regardless of the animation, which is amazing right now, and the direction, which is amazing right now, and the music, which is always amazing, the voice acting from, you know, the voice actor whose name I forget off the top of my head. What's his name, everybody?
John Chiplock?
Nope. Well, I mean, him too.
Yusuke Kobayashi.
Yusuke Kobayashi.
Yusuke Kobayashi.
What?
He's
We
going
just
to
talked to him.
grand slam it out of the park today, and I'm expecting that 100%. Everyone else think different?
When isn't Yusuke on his fucking A game? I'm excited! I'm ready. Those of you who have been rewatching Chapter 42 on repeat, I see you. Thank you. We've gone up like 1,000 views on that one today. Also give a hand for Wolf's performance as Subaru in Chapter
Yeah, I mean,
42.
another elevation of this great scene. I mean, when Subaru really takes the moniker of hero into his own hands.
Whoa.
Yes.
There we go. Thank you all
No.
for also watching the Sean Chiplock episode. He talked a bit about what he was thinking. Sorry, go ahead.
It was so nice to pay to invite me to get in the recording booth and record the speech.
He doesn't know it's gonna be British Subaru. Fuck.
He doesn't know English, so the accents don't really... He can't tell, so he just said, okay, this sounds good, and let it through.
He sounds kind of funny. That sounds like Subaru. Let's do it.
Kind of interesting. Before we really get
He
started.
sounds like a disappointment. Go ahead, in character.
Kyles, do you have the right window in our TV right now?
No, thank you. That could have been bad. Good call. Good call. Also, Wolf, do you might have to open the gate for our dog. She escaped me.
Okay.
Thank you. Well,
I will return by...
Oh. But that being said, everybody, is everyone excited in chat for our reaction to this episode? I mean, thinking about it, this episode is the second to last episode before the core break.
Fuck.
Can you believe that? I know, right? It's crazy. Next week, last episode of the core. What the hell?
Oh, it's going to
came
be
by
a
so
long wait.
fast.
It's going to
Yeah.
be such a long wait. Yeah, we got some people who've already seen it twice, some people who've already seen it 3 times. It's all looking pretty good.
Wah! Sorry, everybody. I can't find the timer.
It's fine. It's fine. And you know what, guys? Like, honestly, this episode is gonna be great. And even though, you know, the core might be coming to an end, our content on CD Rabbit just won't stop. We got more and more podcasts coming down the line. In between intermission, a lot of them have to do stuff way beyond Arc 5, but a few side stories that are just like fun to read at almost any time, I think, that we're going to be covering very, very soon, and I hope you guys will enjoy it.
Oui.
Honestly, like this week, you know, we also did a special podcast with Sean Chiplock, the official English voice actor of Nazi Subaru. I'm excited to see how he's gonna do this episode.
Yes.
And yeah, if you haven't seen it already, check it out. It's a great episode, and yeah.
Yay.
We have
Yeah, he was
a lot of
amazing.
fun. He's a great guy. Yeah.
I return.
I did. I'm putting it in the process of requesting Kaylee Mills. Hers was a little more complicated than Sean. Sean, I could just DM immediately on Twitter. Kaylee, I gotta go through management, so we'll see if we're able to get that, but I did try. So just so y'all know, we are trying to get other voice actors to chat with us as well. We'll see what we can do, and hopefully over time we'll get to have a little chatty chat with Emilia.
It'd be so good.
Yeah.
It would be so good. So good. Sugoi! All right.
Wolf, are you back?
Before we start properly, I just want to say, yes, we do read every single comment that you guys leave. Keep on leaving them. They are always fun to see and read. And don't be shy. Don't be shy. We respond to most of them.
Don't be shy. Oh,
If
yes.
not even heart most of them, honestly.
I heart every single comment, unless it's lame, and then it gets a downvote. But that's very rare.
Very rare L's.
Very rare L's.
Don't go posting your L's, because today is a big W for
Big
Yeah.
all of
W.
us.
And reminder for everyone, we are doing full-length reactions, so you do need to have your own legal copy of ReZero to watch along with us. We'll count it down, hit play, and you'll see some subtitles at the bottom to help keep track of it. But beyond that, looks like we're just about ready. I think you swapped the window again by accident.
On purpose.
Okay, never mind.
Onlys are safe here. It's the same browser, that's why. Alright, pin message. Okay, everybody has their copy up and running. Pew
Yeah.
pew.
Yes, today I have it.
Good. To massage all the messages I get, yes, we do have a not so awesome version of the episode that is down below so that you guys have captions to go along with the timing. But we all have our own copy of the Crunchyroll version of the release. So please support the official release. This is just for the captions, which are wrong sometimes, so do not judge these captions. They're not the Crunchyroll ones. They're just so you guys can stay on track with us and watch together. Yay!
Yep, sync up
Woo!
your reaction. Do you want to count them down into the
Yes.
episode, Kylie?
As always, we go 3, 2, 1 on go. We click start. I will count us all down. Everybody ready?
You
Yes,
Ready.
I'm ready.
Ready, chat, you ready? I'm ready. Perfect. On the count of
Yes, yes.
3, 3, 2, 1, go! Algoa.
Oh. Oh.
Now, speaking of Algoa,
I'll go and kill them all.
Oh, that's why he has it.
Okay.
She doesn't even remember his name.
what? She does.
I'm joking.
Oh.
Ooh, she went in. She didn't wait around.
Nope.
I like this so much better than the web novel already.
Emilia's the best.
Oh my gosh, yes. I love this. This is such a... Ooh, I like this so much for her. I love this track.
There you go. Good job.
Ooh!
The music is hitting Louis. I agree.
It hit so hard. I love this track.
It hits
I
every
have
single
used
time.
this track.
Yeah. Does she ever apologize to Priscilla?
We didn't see this version that had to, so maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh, that's right. He just said a Earth thing.
Yeah,
Surprised she didn't ask what a horse was.
that's true.
Maybe she's gotten used to it at this point.
I don't know why, but Al's helmet, the metal sounds are making me think like it's rattling bones and he's a skeleton guy.
It makes me
Us in
wonder
the helmet,
Imagine.
he's a skeleton.
Yeah, it's
It's
Rattle
actually oh, what is his name?
Heinz Wilgown.
Yes, Ainz instead of
Oh
Al.
my god. He came over to help his boy
Why
out.
am I so
Thank-
sure of myself? Girl, it's called character growth. It's called character growth. Let's go.
I know, right? It's great character growth too.
I'm shocked we're getting the intro since this is a 29.5-minute episode.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Maybe part of the reason why it's so long is so they can fit the intro in again finally.
Yeah.
They're like, we spent so much money on this. We got to use it.
Well, genuinely, I feel like when it came to season 2 and Konomi Suzuki's opening got like 3 episodes at most, and
I think
once
it is
an
only in
insert
3
song,
episodes, yeah.
she was probably like, "Guys, come on! I made the opening for you. You can't
Well,
get
you
it in
know,
there."
The thing
In
is, as
defense of that-
well, this opening is going to be used definitely for the next date as well.
Oh yeah.
So,
Maybe.
I mean, I assume.
What's another
If they don't,
different
that'd be crazy.
chord?
Well, I'll say, oh yeah, I can see it being an insert song. I think we'll probably get a new opening. I
They
can see
changed
that.
the
Okay.
OP entirely season 1 after episode 9.
Maybe.
It's also entirely out of spoilers now, so they have to get a new one to
That's
spoil
so-
people again.
Yeah, you're right. They need to spoil everything every single time.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess well, I won't even
Yeah, I was
say
gonna
it.
say a few things don't. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And then all our praise goes out the window when they suddenly finish the entire arc next episode somehow.
No.
Eee.
It's pretty looking.
It reminds me of
Yo,
the
that's a
organ
good
from,
setup.
The organ from what?
from Beauty and the Beast,
Oh.
the Christmas special.
Yes. Sierra.
I want to run away. He loves that saying.
Yeah.
Well, he's the one in shining armor.
That's true.
Well,
it's very true.
his shining helmet. I
Full
don't think
armor.
there's much
And
armor.
those chiseled abs, don't forget.
They're as tough as metal.
How's abs so chiseled?
When you just press the weight of the world on your shoulders, you just get abs. Garf.
There's moments where you forget that Garth is 14 years old, and then he does stuff like this.
He's 15 now.
Oh, sorry, my bad. You're right.
He's an adult in this world, apparently.
Yeah, that's true.
Just like Mimi.
Just like Petra.
Petra, I think, is still 13 now.
Yeah, but she's an adult, apparently.
Lies.
Well, she says she's a grown-up.
Oh, yeah.
Like a dark purple than black Subaru.
Mysterious and cool.
Oh, he just said that last bit sounded like Beatrice. Whoop. Whoop.
And then he said, humph. Al said, humph.
Hoof.
This music is so good. Oh. They always pick the right tracks.
You know, Al awfully underestimates Emilia. He's like, oh, he's just a girl. Oh, girl, you like that shouldn't be looking so happy. What's going on?
I still feel so stupid. I thought she froze her last episode.
Oh, yeah, I just froze her. That's cute.
It's actually interesting that she feels the cold from it now. She didn't when she had Puck with her.
Look, it's just for comedic effect, man.
Figured out.
Amelia's so cool.
Kaguya
Literally. Oh, that's right. I always forget that.
We forget it every episode and are immediately surprised every time. too.
Oh, a surprise.
That media does look crazy.
Metia.
Media.
We're gonna start playing some sick tunes for the speakers, bro.
I hate the word chief and chef because I always confuse them. I thought I said, what are we gonna do, chef? Fuck, cook?
Who
Yes,
let him
Jeff.
cook?
Yeah, chef.
Yes, Chef! Gordon Ramsay takes Subaru's place. I'd read that
Oi,
fanfic.
you little bitch.
Those
It's Subaru
little,
for real.
Oh, jeez. Rip
Yeah.
that guy.
Oh,
those little beasts. Fred and Raphael.
Oh, I'm like a second ahead of you guys. I'm gonna quickly pause.
You know what?
There we go.
I
We're
have
good.
no clue where I'm at, so it's all right.
I'm caught up. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be boss for everyone reading along.
Taisho.
More lashes. Lash on lash on lash.
He has so much lashes.
there's a
Amazing
joke.
account.
It's literally the most.
Add
He has
two
more
more.
than anybody.
World's ending and he's got time for a lash lift. Fuck.
All those sad guys. That's not what we call people who are depressed. You can't just call them sad guys.
And peacefully, right?
Yeah, totally. Peacetime.
Yeah, somebody was
Ooh,
suspiciously missing from the gate that opened.
Mm-hmm.
we're big braining this. Oh, I like his short crop there.
Oh, on his pants?
Yeah. I always thought they just wrapped his pants. I didn't even think that they would have cut his pant leg.
Yeah.
It makes more sense.
It got cut when he lost the leg.
Yeah, his
The bigger question is, where did his shoe come from?
I just found it.
That is actually a very good question.
Al
Oh,
definitely knows stuff about the witch cult.
How do you know this, Al?
they have lost, bro. What are you talking about?
This is from his perspective, which is weird, you know? It's like,
Yeah.
what does this guy know that we don't know?
Let's take a reminder to go and check the scene where he has all the witch cultists around him dead. See
Yeah.
if that like looks like the water tower.
That's a good point. It probably is. My guess is, well, we'll talk about it afterwards.
Ooh! Is this how they're explaining it, that he's doing it? I love this track, too. Even if they reused it and got us shut down on an episode.
Well, the thing is, Anastasia, you don't stand for anything. You just stand for money. So nobody
You
will
stand
believe
for
you.
nothing, Anna. What do you fall for? Sorry.
Yeah, Aaron Burr. Hamilton.
God, the whole.
Yeah, exactly.
I know we all love this scene and what it means. Just so everyone knows, this was ripped basically straight from the end of Dragon Ball Z.
You know what? Of course, but that's, you know, some things transcend.
Can we see Krush, please?
We do see her, apparently.
That's a good point. I think we'll probably see her in the cutaways from the radio.
Julius, what are you good for? His looks.
Well, he's not good at
Just
public
like-
speaking. All right.
He's just good at standing there, looking pretty. He doesn't need to speak.
Look, he doesn't really have a name for himself yet.
God, where's Priscilla when you need her?
Exactly. He's thinking the
Really?
same thing.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, where did he get his shoe from?
It's Garfield that is saying this.
I like this.
I love how he dresses by his full title, Reinhard.
Yeah. And Reinhardt's too
Well,
busy
saying-
right now, bruh.
Kensei is a lot easier than Sword
Master
Saint or
Swordsman,
Master
yeah.
Swordsman.
This is a new track.
I roar. Roswell's speech would be significantly longer because every verb gets extended.
New track.
Ooh, the music.
Fair.
Oh, I'm so hyped.
I'm listening.
Ooh.
Oh, the track.
They just need to kiss already. Just boyfriends.
We got a reaction shot from Al there.
Did we, or did we just have a shot of his face?
His helmet moved. He was experiencing some sort of emotion.
Why are you talking down to him, huh?
Oop.
Speaking like Roswell.
This is kind of Roswell coded, Al.
Goddamn. Why not both? Both is
Passing evildoers. You know from
You don't
experience,
get
don't
it.
you, Al?
Subaru's greedy. He wants all.
The music's hidden.
Oh,
It is, I'm just
God.
listening to this track and falling in love with it.
Yeah.
It's telling a story in and of itself.
good. This is more out content than I expected.
Get here so fast.
Heroic delusions.
Heroic reverie, maybe? Eyeballs.
Yeah, so
God, this track.
Ow, what the fuck? What is this?
he's saying, do you have the conviction to be the hero?
Yes, of course they showed that scene.
And this one.
Yep.
Rab!
He can't lose again.
Everybody relies on him for something important.
God, I love this sequence. What the fuck?
Even Satella.
Betty!
Beatrice too.
Just another Tuesday.
He's so cute.
Yeah, he's acting really kid.
God, the animation's just so good. Their faces, ugh.
I know. I'm
Oh,
looking at
expression
the
work is
soft
so-
expression on him.
Yeah.
So subtle, so nuanced, so amazing. The expression work.
Oh, ah!
Just like his dad. He wants to be like his dad.
Mm.
Wilhelm too.
A
That
fist
too.
bump? An Anastasia fist bump? What?
Karagi's got some weird customs.
Yeah, I mean, somebody taught them all these weird customs.
I'll listen closely to the end and then berate you after for being lame.
The Babaka.
Kyle, just so you know, I think you might still be like half a second ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna pause real quick. Big important time! There we go.
Oh my god, this track is insane. Whew.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Cuts to the kids. Nope.
Da-da-da. I love this Emilia. I love light novel Emilia. Anime Emilia. Holy shit.
It's good.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
All those towns off the
He's
face of the
just
map.
really scared of someone objecting at that part of the wedding. Here we go.
My 1, 2.
2. It's nice that he's giving pauses for people to react.
Yep.
That's a real good speaker.
Also a very Subaru thing to do.
That's
Liliana.
a very funny cut. That's really good.
I am still half a second ahead. Okay, there we go.
I like that it still looks like a microphone.
Mm-hmm. He sounds like a cultist right now.
Mm.
Imagine the first positive voice you hear all day, and it's like, man, I suck.
No, but that's the part of the context.
Exactly. Thank you, Raphael. Another new track.
Oh my god.
When you're alone, your head fills with senseless thoughts. Katal. Oh.
I like that Emilia 184 cut. Oh.
There he is.
Yeah.
This track has motifs of Believe in You in it.
hmm It's like slowed down. Guy.
The candidates. Oh, even she.
Oh.
The glow on his face is like really subtle, but it's impactful too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ria Takahashi insert song?
Mm-hmm. Damn.
Oh my god.
It's the doves from the first trailer. They're about to get annihilated by the witch cult.
Oh my god, you're right. That's funny.
Here comes.
That was so good. Damn, that's a new look on her face.
She's so sure. Ah!
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if that's foreshadowing somehow.
Mhm.
Dan, what you planning, Emilia? Subarashi, indeed.
Fucking Ricardo.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Al?
My dramatic entrance, Otto.
The goat's return.
He's really good at dramatic entrances.
He really is. I think he just like stands off screen and just waits for the right time to walk in.
He's just dramatic like that.
That one dramatic ass friend.
Think someone useful has just arrived.
I think our literal
Yeah, Al
knight.
or Otto.
What the fuck you did,
This new
Loka?
track was called "I Trust You" by Rie Takahashi. Damn, intense.
My wife's
Newest
got
of
a dab
heroes
on
and
it.
most,
And the most
ancient of
ancient.
heroes.
Oh, and it's red and black. Oh, that's so cool.
The most ancient of heroes.
I cried.
I did too. I had tears in my eyes about halfway through it.
Holy shit.
Ooh, I couldn't even talk through it.
Me
I have to
neither.
keep reminding myself that, oh right, we're supposed to be in a video.
I know.
Sorry.
It went a bit slower for the music. It was a really interesting creative choice.
I like
Crazy.
I like that it's
crazy.
I trust you compared to Believe in You. Which Believe in You was what, Betty's track? Or her insert
Mhm.
song?
Yeah.
I like that. I
What
love
a
this
great
Emilia.
episode, right,
Pachi,
guys?
pachi, pachi.
Oh my god, that was
Pachi.
amazing.
It was
Sorry,
so
I got
good.
silent there because I was so absorbed.
So well paced, and also like I love all the inclusions of all the characters on the right times.
Mm.
Whether it's the encouragement leading up to it, which I think was really well done. Al being sort of the agitator most of the time,
Yeah.
getting that, getting them prepped into it. The sort of the dissenter, where everyone else is like, yeah, you should do it. And then into all the clever cutaways that are highlighting, like every single time Subaru had a word to say that related to one of the characters, they would kind of flash over them, which I mean, something that you can't do in a novel at all.
Yeah.
But in the visual medium, it kind of hammers home the narrative themes that are being kind of put forth and related to the characters in the story. It was great. Of course, the voice act is amazing, but the music, man, the music was so great
Holy
too.
shit!
Oh my
Both new
God.
tracks this episode were incredible.
Hmm.
And the use of the older tracks too. Chef's kiss. Andre's saying that Taipei did try to call this Heroic Reveries, but they ended up with the current one, which makes sense because
Yep.
the actual chapter is the newest hero and the most ancient hero, and Heroic Reveries is like the beginning of this one, at least for the web novel. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But it would have been. I think it would have been fitting considering all the little bits and pieces we know so far of what's going on in the story.
I also love the stinger at the end of being like, if it hammer home is the theme of Subaru, he's the newest hero, the Reinhardt, the most ancient hero, and you kind of end on that, which means that, oh yeah, leading into this, who's going to be pivotal? These two people, and we're going
In
to be
fact,
focusing
Reinhard
on
walked in and had like an actual aura, by the way.
first
Yeah.
time, really.
I'm wondering
That
if the
makes
newest
sense.
hero is even referring necessarily to Subaru. Like, yes, he was obviously the center point of the episode, but like what he really did, especially at the end, was inspire Emilia to go on and do something heroic here instead of
True,
just
true,
running
Yeah.
away.
and that's the truth behind it, right? But like, what we're supposed to be kind of led to understand is that even Ali was like, "Hey, that's heroic delusion. Hey, you're gonna be putting on this or whatever." He's like, "I'll be a hero if that's what they need me to be," and that's the kind of resolution that Subaru came to. But the real truth is that yeah, all these people that we see here, as Subaru was saying in his speech, the people that inspire him, the greatest people in the world think that he has a chance to do this. Those people are heroes as well. We know that Julius and all these people are also heroes in their own right. So yeah, I understand what you guys mean, and yeah, they're the new generation of heroes.
I think it goes even beyond that. He's kind of, in a way, making it so all of these people going through all of this
Right.
are
Yeah.
heroes too, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because
they have to do their own heroic things in their own way, whether that's taking care of a stranger that's next to them or someone they are close to.
And that's Subaru's heroism in a nutshell. It is him making other people heroes as well. He doesn't want to, take that all upon himself. He is so weak and powerless by himself, but his power to inspire makes other people's heroes as well.
He's has enough charisma and leadership skills to be able to inspire someone to come up and help fight or to
Yeah,
fight for themselves, but also is pitiful enough that people will do it out of deference to make sure he's
yeah,
okay
this
too.
is the second time we've seen in the anime of him, having these like leadership qualities with the white whale, and then now to this moment, really his ability in a combat situation to inspire people and keep hope makes so much sense because obviously Subaru has, through his loops, experienced this idea that he has to carry on people's wills with him, and as he said, is like, yeah, just business as usual. But that quality makes him the most shining exemplar of inspiration for normal people because anybody can relate to the feeling of being weak and powerful but trying your best to see the outcome through that you want, the people that you care about want, through to the end. I think him explaining that in the way that he so truthfully and humbly sort of presented himself is what makes him such a good leader.
yeah, I
For
think
sure.
just to kind of piggyback on all of that, just seeing the end card itself, newest hero is Gray. There's like no denotion of who the hero is, and then we got Red for the oldest. Can we please talk about Emilia for a second?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Sorry, I got so distracted by this, like, well, we read the web novel. The web novel's a lot different than the light novel and the anime itself. So, this side of Emilia is a million times cooler than the Emilia we see in the web novel. I was so pumped. I wish I got to voice this stuff instead. Emilia is still great, but holy shit. She's radiating that, like, yeah.
Let's fucking do this.
Let's fucking do this. Fucking go, boys. Doesn't need Puck. Believes in Subaru to do his shit. She's gotta do her shit. That's just how it be. It's insane.
I like how when the Subaru's speech first starts and he starts to speak, and you see her initially surprised face, and then she goes into like a resigned, like, oh, this is a Subaru thing to do. I can trust him with this. This is
right.
The surprise is that words were being heard, but as soon as she realized who it was, she's like, oh yeah, Subaru's got this.
Oh yeah, he's just being an idiot again. I really like the way he cleared his throat for the mic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. It's more
Also starting it in English.
I don't
Classic.
know if I was going crazy, but genuinely, myself performing a version of this at one point, it genuinely felt like Yusuke was doing a very good job of emoting to all of the specific, like, each line of dialogue is very specific in how Subaru's emoting in that moment, and it makes me happy because I feel like I got it right.
It definitely carries the same energy that I felt when we first released Chapter 42. I think it would, like, yeah. I think we have 2 for 2. Let's see what Sean can bring to the table. Do we have 3 for 3 performances? I think it's going to be a safe bet, yes. Considering what we heard.
So good.
Oh,
And the thing also is that, like, this, like, episode is really like a hard thing, like, for a Subaru in this scenario, like any of the voice actors, there's so many like nuances in the way that he is, maybe not even purposefully, but the way that the speech goes, that like kind of takes you for a ride alongside everybody else, that the crowd is sort of feeling, these moments where he's being more introspective, the moment that he's being more inspiring, when he's angry at himself or other people, that sort of, but you also have to kind of perform it as if it's like one long successive speech as well. So it's one thing that you best do in one take, if like ideally, if you're like a voice actor, and that's a hard thing to do, honestly.
Mm-hmm. This speech, especially from a voice actor standpoint, is probably just like what everyone's gonna do with Subaru's "I hate myself" speech, which is actually used quite often in voice acting, like training and workshops.
Yeah.
A lot of people use it, and now we have another one for them to use as well, because every single line, like you're saying, has some sort of inflection, has some sort of meaning carrying. You have to have those stakes, like even the slight references to all the people around him. You have to have those kind of like close connections with each person.
Yeah, you have to understand the character and then how
Yes.
he's. Yeah.
They
Exactly.
took that
They
risk.
they did a very good job with also the physicality of when Subaru's talking and what he's feeling.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like how he just
Because-
moves about with all of it.
Yeah, because when I was recording it myself for the web novel stuff, when I record Subaru, I do a lot of physical acting that obviously you don't see
Yes,
when
I've
I'm
been
doing the
smacked in
voice
the face
acting.
before.
But it's a very I honestly think it really helps when to get into the role when you do a lot of physicality. It was really cool to see him like grab the desk when he was getting really passionate or angry or frustrated.
Yes.
He's
They
Griffin.
did such a good job with the angling of the shots on his face, whether it was downward or upward in specific moments to either make it seem more down or thoughtful or more heroic and more confident. It was such a good fucking episode. They did such a good job of getting across this scene. And at first, I don't know if the lighter, softer music hit it for much as me. But then as I was going through it, it felt just right, you know? Like,
Yes, I know
it's-
exactly what you mean.
because at first I'm surprised. I'm like, oh, it's more heroic moment. They're going for a softer insert song here. But then as you go through it, it kind of hits as like a more emotional and like this isn't just
Someone,
Subaru
he's not a
fighting-
hype man. He's trying
Yeah.
to inspire people and make them feel the same thing that he's feeling, and that's what the music
Yeah.
really goes to reflect.
He genuinely
it's-
feels what he's saying. It's not bullshit.
He's not only is it representing how he's getting down to earth to all of these people and talking to them as people despite not being able to see them, like how he pauses to let them like talk back in the conversation, right? Like it's a very Subaru thing to do.
Mhm.
And then it comes across the way that he's also, because we the viewer have been watching him since season 1 grow to get closer to these people around him, be inspired by these people, want to be a better person. It makes sense for this more emotional track to get across all of those complex feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's just things you can immediately think of, like who is Subaru thinking of? Like, I need to impress Emilia. I need to make sure I don't fail Julius's expectations so he won't make fun of me. I need to be Rem's hero. I need to let her know, even now she's not here and not awake, that I'm still fighting to be her hero.
Mm-hmm.
And he needs to be there for Garfield too. Okay, those are all my examples. But I can think immediately offhand, but it's just great. It's so good.
What was the line he said again? It's about the girl he has to look forward to and the one he has to look behind at. Oh, it was a really good line. Fuck.
I think it was girls, like plural.
Yeah, girls. Okay, yeah. Because he was talking about Emilia and Rem. Maybe a little bit of Betty there.
Yeah.
It'll take more
Yeah.
time to
Exactly.
find.
Well, like that goes back even to episode 18. Like, Emilia, I'm watching you. Rem, you're watching me.
Yeah.
It's like keeping an
Right,
eye out
right.
for them. So he's looking ahead at Emilia and looking back at Rem, who's behind him.
Right.
Because like,
true.
yeah,
I like
we
that
see
line.
through season 2, like she is his pillar of support. Not having that as hard as he is the pillar of support for Emilia, who's then taking this moment and feels it to the point where she wants to start acting. That's why Rie gets the insert moment once he gets to that point of the speech, because that's where we're almost switching perspective to Emilia. There.
Right.
That is true.
And that's when he's kind of more talking about her and like how much that, he's affected her and the vice versa, because you see like even Amelia's responding to it like, yeah, I know, like it's her being like, yeah, you got it,
yeah,
'cause
you
it's
got
like-
this, man.
because it is the point in which Subaru
Subaru.
needs to kind of feel like, he need like that's who he's doing it for,
Mhm.
That's who he's saying those words for in his head when he's thinking of them.
What Andre?
And she's responding back. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Sorry, what Andre's saying, those flashes made it so much better, and even with a little bit of Satella, I really liked that too. I noticed it as well, where it's just like
Right.
flashing of every single person he's thinking of.
Yeah.
And it
The
includes
things about all the
even-
people that, yeah, sorry. You think about all the people that he's entrusted, like somebody's who's entrusted something to him to keep him moving on. You know, every single moment that they flash to is a moment where he said, "I need to move forward for this reason." You know, and he still does it from that day. Those are the moments, those inflection points in his life where he said, "Okay, I will keep moving." You know,
And my favorite flash there might have actually been episode 7, and the reason I say that is because I think there's loads of different stages you could point to in like the hero's journey for Subaru, where at the start the hero's journey thing for him is literally just on the surface. I want to be a hero because it's cool, kind of thing. Like, and the people liking him, he's not genuinely like trying to be a hero. Episode 7, I think, is like a full first true showing of like some true heroism deep down in there that you can reach into. And then you see episode 18's flashes with him like confronting a lot of his problems with Rem, and man, it's just so good.
It is so good. Everyone's hyped in the chat about Liliana backpack, by the way.
yeah. That,
Lily on a back.
Liliana.
She
Yeah,
turned
that
into
took
merch.
me out.
Don't turn me into Mark's full anime plushie.
I just remembered that we wanted to also peek at the Al stuff.
Yes.
Yes.
yeah.
So, Kyles, if you can go to like 6 seconds into the episode, and if you're
I
able
have-
to start moving by like frame by frame, it's right as it
found
goes from
something.
6 to 7 seconds. There's a
Yes. I'm
You
gonna
want me to
try
interesting
post
looking frame.
Do you want me to post it in? Because I have it screenshotted and brightened. If you
Oh,
want it.
perfect. Yeah, feel free to do it in the chat. I'll slowly show as well on our screen.
Okay.
It's moving
Wait,
frame by
what?
frame.
Oh, I wasn't talking about that. I had something
Oh,
different.
okay.
Okay, well, we got all these witch cultists around Al.
Yeah, it's as the frame starts panning up, and you kind of get like a wide shot of what's behind him.
Like the metal bolts here?
I'm struggling to see what's on screen. Yeah, so it will pan up, and you can see like it looks like a fence
Okay.
behind him.
Okay, we'll see in a sec again.
Right there. Oh, I mean, I guess that's the delayed. Never mind. It's
Okay.
before it comes to his face. So it's like panning up in the bottom of the screen, showing the dead witch cultist. He's just standing there, and then there's some stuff behind him.
All right, let's see. Oh. This fence back here. It'll load. You can barely see it on my little TV. I'll make it bigger.
Yes, that fence back there. So there's that. There's a giant pipe to his left, and behind him looks like a large valve wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if you go like a couple frames past where it's blown up on the stream right now,
That's totally the place.
it's the water tower, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's almost certainly the water tower.
Because
Oh.
that wheel means that he's turning a valve of some sort. And
Okay,
yeah,
this
he
is a
definitely
little
opened the
hard.
floodgates. That's exactly right.
Holy shit! So that. Oh wow. Okay. So
So,
he
yeah,
is the
I think-
cause of that.
Yeah, I think that is a safe thing to say, right?
It's
Yeah.
either that or he went in and killed everyone as soon as they opened it and was the one to turn it back off.
Yeah.
Well, no,
that-
because they mentioned in this very episode that Capella was supposed to be the person inside that tower.
Right, she was
And-
supposed to be, but clearly the witch cult is also here.
No, but also what they said was the opening of the floodgate only helped them. It helped them escape. So there was no reason for the witch cult to even try to open the floodgates. So yeah, Al must have done it.
Jesus. He's a weird guy. Anime onlys are like, what the fuck is wrong with this guy? 1537, also a good point to check. I should have it around the same point. Like when we see the shot of his face.
Yeah, the shot of his face. Yeah, that one.
What?
You didn't see his eyes?
No, I did. I'm just in disbelief at what I'm seeing.
Yeah, in the Discord I brought into it.
Oh, perfect. Let's pull up Discord then. Why are we so far back? Oh wow! Oh wow!
What? What?
Come in chat. Sorry, we're just going.
Yeah, it's an interesting point.
Face is very
Nothing's
interesting.
confirmed though. Nothing is confirmed ever.
No, that is true, which is why I'm not stating it.
Very
But
yellow eyes, very
No.
distinctive
Hold up.
Yeah,
Almost up.
we're with you, Bill. We're 100% with you.
orange eyes. Yes.
I still think it's Subaru's dad. That's so crazy.
Yes, we've thought that
Do you?
for
So,
Yeah.
question
while,
about
but-
that. If we were to go on this theory briefly, I don't think it should hit too much spoilers. If that is his dad, do you think he recognizes it that's Subaru, and like knows that that's his son, and just hasn't said anything? Or do you think he
mind
might have
wipage,
Oh,
perhaps,
that's
or my
right.
memory messing with him, because like we see that
That's
happen with
right.
Pandora and everybody in the past. So that's the reason why we're like, well, it could be right because memory manipulation.
And then there's that game where Subaru is dressed very similarly to Al as he gets older.
Yeah, he kind of goes on a similar path.
Mhm.
There's another thing similar to what you just sent in our Discord goal that's more up to date than that. But
right.
like Zarakina, we're not big fans of the Al is future Subaru theory at all. I personally think that's bad writing if it is.
But there's evidence for and against these things. The only way that it would make sense is not even just an alternate Subaru. It would have to be something else spawned from him or something like that. Or it might be, it might
It
be
could
something more
be-
deeper than that. It could be Flugel stuff. But yeah, like
so one thing we theorized, which I think it's not a spoiler because it was like this refers to season 2 stuff and like things like that, where it's like thinking of like just ideas about like who Emilia is, right? And like how does she relate to Satella, because they look exactly the same, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Could this be another situation like that potentially?
almost certainly.
yeah, I was thinking that too, right?
Could this also be a weird ass theory? Could Subaru have a kid in this world at some point? And
Well,
that's
this
his
is-
future, or
this is
a
what I-
sibling.
You know what?
This is a
I-
crackpot thing I've just thought of off the top of my head, right?
Right,
Which
go for
is, on the sibling idea, Kyle's. Like,
Yeah.
what if? Because I always thought there was implications that his mum was pregnant. Is what I always thought for some reason. I don't know why. I can't point to a specific thing off the
that is
top
a
of my head,
crackpot theory.
but I got a vibe off that. And I was always like, because the way the time works, like, because we don't know if it's a 1-to-1, right, from these worlds. Could that just be like a a younger sibling that got brought further back or something?
Well, the thing
Yeah.
is, I think one of the things that I'm getting more. One thing that I would aspire to kind of, because we're against the theory in general, right?
Mm.
One thing that I could definitely see now is just because we have more evidence to support this as well. It's just like the Al thing and the Satella thing makes me think that perhaps they are from the like the failed. They're
Attempt,
they're
yeah.
both failed attempts at that thing.
Could you think, or would it even be possible to get isekai from your world into another timeline of the same world? And Satella and Al could be like some sort of
But
quasi failed, like you're going off
The
of?
thing is, the fuckery of it becomes
Too much
so
fuckery.
it becomes it
We're
becomes so
missing too many possibilities.
There's
for
so
things
much
to work out.
context that we cannot know right now,
Mhm.
or know like at all that can implicate how I can say that.
The bigger mysteries becomes even bigger when you think about it more and more. It's like, there could be so many explanations for it that you like, especially when you start like talking about time travel and stuff like that. But then again, there's more evidence to the more evidence we have about what Al is, it's like it just makes less sense when you think about it.
Topay's
It-
cooking. He's getting us crafting.
All I'll
Obviously,
say is that
this-
I'm not. Oh, go ahead, Gold. Sorry.
I was gonna say, obviously, this is who Satella is and who Al is are the two big mysteries of the entire series
And
thus
Pandora.
far.
Yeah, Al's
And
identity is considered one of the 3 great mysteries of the whole series, according to Tape.
Yeah. So that's something that we won't be able to guess just from the anime wouldn't be like, here is the answer. You know what I mean? That's
And
what
even
I'm
when we
saying.
get the answer, it's probably going to be missing a lot of extra context.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, oh, Roswell's been the villain the entire time is missing a ton of context if you just get that answer at the before you start watching season 1 and season 2.
All right, should we kick out our anime onlys and start talking about spoiler territory? So I feel like we're getting a little too close.
I think so. Yeah, that
Yes,
was bordering on some stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
So
just...
thank you everyone who's an anime only. We'll be moving into our novel discussion, spoiler discussion here now. If you are, we will see you next week for the mid-season finale. And look forward to it. This was a great episode, and thank you all for joining us.
Thank you,
But
everybody.
that was your warning.
Get out of here. Anime onlys. Beware. Spoiler territory. Anime onlys. You can head on over to Psycholtrist. He is live right now, actually, watching the same episode. Although he takes 5 hours to do analysis, so he's still on the first 15 minutes. So you guys can go check him out. But you don't have to leave us just yet. You can stay with us a bit longer. He has VODs. He'll be on. He's not even at the speech yet. It's been 2.5 hours. He ain't at the speech. We'll be done before he's there. Actually, let me double check. Reassure that. Yeah, so wow, where are we gonna get? I kind of want to get back on Emilia real quick, if that's okay.
Yes,
ahead.
I'm so excited to see all the shit she does at this wedding before Subaru and Reinhardt get there.
Yes, because, well, those of us who have not read the web novel yet who are here, Emilia isn't as active in this. Like, I'm pretty sure we don't hear from her until a couple chapters after the speech, maybe one after. And she's just kind of like befuddled. And she's coming up with all these plans on the fly, but she didn't talk to Al. We don't get the whole same thing of like, this huge level of confidence and trust in herself in Subaru. We get more of like okay, this sucks. I'm going to go through it and I'm going to fight Regulus on my own and I hope Subaru's here. But here in the anime and the light novel, holy shit, she's like, yeah, I know I'm going to do it. It's fine. It's whatever. Subaru's going to help me. I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get you guys out. No problem. No sweat off my back. It's all good. There's a whole other Emilia, which I don't know. I got like really... I've gotten really into the character myself, and also Arc 5 has been like really just a huge part of my life, and it's followed parts of my life fully. And now seeing this side of Emilia has also kind of followed me again into my life to like where I'm at personally in my own personal growth, which is very similar to this kind of Emilia compared to the Emilia from the web novel, who I was more like back then. And also just like getting all those emotions of editing chapters 40 to 42 and seeing it on screen, I got a little more than a little choked up because that period of time was pretty important to me as a person, especially with Reverie and everything we've been through. So this was insane to watch finally after all these years.
I'm so glad that it is just this improved version. Whoever got Tappei to make that change for the light novel, kudos to you. You understand the character better than he did.
Holy shit, you are amazing! Amazing!
He's blinded by his love for naive Emilia.
I mean, I've been loving the Emilia stuff this season so much. I'm loving that they're making sure she's staying in the spotlight of the story at points, so she's not feeling like a damsel in distress as much.
Right, and that's exactly what Al's thing I was trying to get at. It's like Al is trying to, even like subtly, like narratively, he's trying to pigeonhole her into this position of being the person that waits to be rescued. You know, he says, "You wait for your knight in shining armor. It's okay to just wait. You shouldn't. Why are you so hopeful? You shouldn't be so hopeful." He's trying to like he's like has this weird thing, and I think it's something. More about him as well that I'm not sure yet, that he's like, oh, you need to be useless. You need to be helpless,
Yeah.
because
Mhm.
that's what he expects of people, or that's what he expects of himself too.
Al wants
It's
web novel Emilia. He doesn't
Yes.
want light novel Emilia.
But yeah,
Well, he's
exactly.
expecting web novel Emilia.
Exactly. He's expecting web novel Emilia, and that's an interesting point to kind of think. He's like, it's all right to kind of have your head down and whatnot. It's weird.
Ooh, Strips Chicken's got some insight. I don't know for
Mhm.
sure. Oh, excuse me.
That's
But
you.
thank you. This Emilia change might be an anime change. In the novel version of this chapter, it is mostly the same thing of being almost fully from the shelter perspective. Thank you.
Well, even in the web novel, they would show when other people would start to hear the Subaru speech when it got to their like
Mhm.
perspective chapters. This was
Yeah.
just showing it hit everyone at the same time.
Yeah. Because
The
did
chronological
Emilia hear
way.
it in the web novel? Oh, she must have. She must have.
I don't think she did.
I
No,
don't think she
was
did in the web
She
novel.
was asleep. Yeah.
Hmm.
Hi, Sheerman.
I think she was told about it after the fact. I could be wrong, but
I think so, which is so depressing because it was so good.
That's
Oh,
why she didn't do
we
anything.
Cheered up. Yeah.
it.
So that makes sense. But it was just so much nicer to see.
I'm honestly really enjoying the story as a chronological experience a lot more. I think for this arc.
Mm-hmm. I
Yeah.
agree.
It in this visual medium is doing like in this way of like adapting it. It just feels a lot more satisfying than the sometimes disjointed feeling of Arc 5. And that's just because of how the focus is in this novel format, right? Like jumping around a lot in a novel format feels wrong and weird if it's not done well.
Yeah.
Which I think the pace struggles with. I think if I were to give him a writing criticism, if when he does do that in writing, it doesn't feel too good. So it's really nice to see the visual medium be able to pull this off in a much more satisfying and just really well thought out way. Hats off to the people making this in every form of way in the staff. Like this was so good.
You can tell they love this project. Like they live and breathe it. And that's just, it's so nice to see from us who do the same fucking thing with the web novel version. It just feels cathartic. And
Yeah, 100%.
Stearman, we did cry a lot.
Hmm.
I'm glad you did too. So, okay, I feel like Taipei purposely waited up with. Now we're not going to talk about Arc 9 fully because I don't think any of us are caught up with the current stuff. But
Only me.
Only you? Okay. There's been spoilers thrown around. There's a lot of Al spoilers coming out, and we've heard quotes. Sean even quoted one of them.
Right.
Do you think that Taipei purposely cooked, like,
Yes.
when Arc 5 was coming out with Arc 9 at the same time to make these
100%.
connections? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, one thing that I think he probably wanted to emphasize earlier in the story, especially now with Venom of hindsight, is if he had any meetings with any of the directors, he was like, "This is a character needs to seem more important. We need to put more emphasis on him. You know, we have to up the mystery factor here and now, right?
Yeah.
This is the first time it really happens. I think that's the reason why they kind of confirmed this, like subtly confirmed this Watergate thing. They have him interject before the speech. I don't know if that happens. Light novel might, like this is try to thing, the speech.
Yeah.
Even the mirror thing with Emilia, all this stuff put so much emphasis on him now that you have to see him contrast and try to, challenge Subaru's ideals, because it means that he is some sort of ideological obstacle in the future or even now, that we as readers, as watchers, as viewers of the anime now have to be alert of. Okay, this person is going to be prodding and challenging Subaru in the story.
Yeah.
That's his position. That's his goal. He's the person who doubts people. He's the person that doubts himself. He is going to be the person saying, okay, but do you really take on the responsibility of being here? That's so much work, and you now have to carry all these burdens. Can you do it? You're just a normal person. He's supposed to be the doubter.
Yeah.
That's
The
position that he's
hater.
already put himself in.
Yeah. It's just very interesting to see, especially as somebody who's still in the dark, because I'm only like not even halfway through Arc 6 yet. Seeing Al on this stage out of nowhere is kind of crazy, although I do have some sort of conception of what's going on next, sorta. it's just, yeah. It's cool to see that we're able to retroactively go back and like start planting the seeds, because this is one of the last times we see this whole cast all together for a while, and except for like arc 6, of course we have a main core, but after that it kind of splits down and we get new characters for a while.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
Mhm.
Stearman, you're huffing copium there. The Isekai Owl reveal is not going to properly be in the anime because it isn't in the Arc 5 light novels. It's in the Arc 3 light novels, which is not what this anime is contracted to cover.
Yeah.
It's just not going to happen. They don't have the permission to cover that conversation.
Though I think they sufficiently like pointed out that Al is very similar to Subaru, because even talking to Emilia, he kept making references that were like Earth references, and even she's
Right,
like,
right.
"What? Huh?"
Yeah, people think of them as similar. I mean, you remember like in the chibi thing, like Priscilla automatically it was like, oh, I believe you're from Beyond the Great Waterfall. You know,
Yeah.
like it's something that like people can tell from people. Like I was
Mhm.
surprised. I mean, has anybody even like said you're from like Beyond the Great Waterfall to Subaru yet, or like assume that? I can't think of it, but like
I thought it was
Maybe there
mentioned
was
in the
once.
witch party,
yeah,
or the
yeah,
witch's
yeah.
Yeah.
tea party.
Maybe there, you know, like,
Echidna?
but I'm waiting for like a character to like be like, I think you seem like you're probably, you know.
You
The
seem like
closest-
you're not from here. Where are you from?
The closest
definitely-
acknowledgement we got to even close to that was, I think, was it Daphne mentioning that he was a Sage candidate?
Well, that's
Yeah.
not in the anime regardless, but
Yeah.
yeah. They will clarify it more in Arc 6 on that regard. Because that conversation does come up.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, wow, we are really getting like the wholesome side of ReZero right now, and just to get fucking destroyed.
Wholesome. I mean, things are pretty perilous still.
I
but
mean,
yeah.
he's not dying. This has been the longest. No.
Yeah,
There was a
yeah.
year. There was a year, but
Exactly.
as we
what
know,
we're saying
since
personally. Yeah.
since we're in spoiler territory, we know that he does an RPD for the rest of Arc 5, which is great. We love to see him get through a battle, finally.
Mhm.
Unless they throw in a spicy special one that we weren't expecting, but
I could not see that specifically because honestly, the tone of this arc is set up for the next.
I
Yeah.
guess so. I guess so.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, like the thing is that like his heroism here as a singular person without using Return by Death is a triumph, right? Like we have to understand that like I think Arc 5 is supposed to, I mean, like sure they don't win in the end, but like Subaru's resolution here, like everything that he resolves himself to do, he succeeds in, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like sure he can't handle the fact that other people lost and it's not a total victory, but everything that he tried to accomplish throughout this, you know, arc, he more or less succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's supposed to show the reader that not everything's going to come with a caveat. You know, if Subaru does everything right, he can get happy endings. You know.
Happy ending.
Yep, exactly as he said. Yeah.
Well, I mean, those are the points I wanted to hit on this one. This episode was great. I'm still kind of reeling from the emotional bit of the speech. Sorry for being a bit quieter this time. It hit really hard.
Yeah, I
Same
didn't want
here.
to cry like a baby on there. Too many things, too many stakes. I think we should wrap this and go watch Ed now.
Yeah, not a bad idea.
All right,
Yeah, probably.
everyone.
Thank
let
you
me put the
all.
link.
Thank you everyone for stopping by.
Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for being here. We're gonna do this again next week around the same time, maybe a little earlier. I was supposed to go help out with teaching, but I slept instead. So,
Yeah.
around the same time next week, I hope you guys all have a great time. Here
Yeah,
is-
everybody, please tune back in next week for the finale of this core. I'm crying.
Ooh. Until we get the second half. Woohoo!
And then I think it's like a 2-month wait ish.
Yeah,
It's like
probably.
February.
Yeah.
Wahoo!
Well, all that time to make it even more quality or make more episodes.
Get to
hopefully.
Arc 6 for us.
Yeah,
Yay!
exactly.
We're almost there, actually. I think we're waiting on 2 voice lines so we can edit.
Well, that too, yeah. us personally, we need to catch up Dark 6, but they need to catch up Dark 6 too.
They sure
The
do.
anime production, yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
premiere it at Anime X again next year. Who knows?
I mean, we'll see how after all the international fiascos that happened.
Yes.
Yeah, fuck you,
Man,
France.
screw the French.
Yeah,
Fuck
I
you.
can't have
you
anything
know
nice.
what? I always knew that the French would do that. You know,
But
it's
shut
just
up,
the British.
colonizer.
Yeah, that's
With
the
that,
fuck?
before we get to a battle royale here, let's end stream. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.